And we're back in town in Comic Studio, and welcome back for this day as well for some sort of since back in part one, and that I never realized that we're going to be finding something out as well. So we're gonna be moving for those comic creators around here because essentially that doesn't gonna be responded a little bit back as well. So we're gonna be going for the cursed towns until something is absolutely going to be for around here. So, am I going to be able to be pausing for a clip and up to part 3 for this thing as well? And it's going to be a little bit short. In the previous video, it's going to be over 20 minutes, and that was absolutely necessary to get a little bit far as well. So before we're gonna begin with this, I absolutely wanted to recreate for the Ancient Blast comic studio, even that was related to Pizza Tower, and sometimes that is absolutely going to be doing this. I just probably going to be doing for something as well in Cemetery comic studio, and since that they just going to be recreating for some sort of like this. And even though that I just already saved for this one as well, so it's gonna be staying in progress. But when actually that I just gonna be find out, and that won't be trying to that we're just going to be seeing around here. So we get a bunch of like those things as well, and it's gonna be another 20 minutes of that I just gonna be scrolling down. So whenever this is gonna be the last page and we're might going to be in this for something as well. So we're moving all the way to city as well. So I say town as well. So we already speaking right now to say the town for some kind of words. So let's go for the cursed town part 1. So here we go that we're going to be seeing this out. That this is not going to be a little bit joke. The description says, after running away from Bell Pepper, Amber Sugar Cookie takes out of his camera, but Bell Pepper caught him on the eye. Now they woke up in a mysterious bedroom. So since that Amber Sugar was using her camera, and then it's absolutely being recorded, that is actually seeing for this is one thing as well. So nothing surprise is going to be for some sort of cursed town as well. When it sees this some kind of guy as well, and the records is completely stopped as well. As he says, we got away from the bell pepper cookie. And hold up, as you can see, bell pepper cookie has just staring at them, and then jump scare out of nowhere. Until 3 cookies have woke up as well. The cookies features Sugar Glass, an Ion Cookie Bot, Amber Sugar, and Bell Pepper. Bell Pepper jump scared them as they woke up in Madeline's bedroom. I'm not kidding right here, so as well. And that means it's going to be 8 out of 10. And that was weird as hell. Or maybe 9 out of 10. That was almost perfect, it is. The Cursed Town Part 2, as they woke up for around here. They woke up that connected to something else. They woke up to for some sort of custard cookies house. The custard house. I mean, that must be a house custard as well for some sort of an unknown residence. This is not a residence, and this is gonna be the office as well. The description says after the gang woke up, they went into the office when Amber Sugar Cookie tries to fly. His wings are broken. Oyster Cookie caught him, and guards taking him to the trap room. But unfortunately, and what about the custard soldiers? There are the policemen that were going to be getting a little bit away for some sort of like this. As they woke up for around here, and he says, or he or she says, wait a second, where are we? And hold on tight, that she said. Probably she arrived at the room, but I never believe it. This isn't going to be for some sort of like this. But unfortunately, that wouldn't be necessary as well. He can't fly, but I'm not going to be doing this for whenever this is going to be taking for like this. So that he says his wings is completely broken and time to send my guards. Guards, take him to the trap room. An oyster cookie yells. And so there aren't like these like anything as well, but unfortunately Iron Cookie Butt and Sugar Glass Cookie has just left the room, but unfortunately the guards aren't like this. But I cannot believe this isn't going to be for a real strategy but as well. There aren't like custard soldiers, including the Oyster's envoy, unless Captain Caviar and some kind of unknown thing, and Elder Custard Cookie has just taken to the dungeon, and she won't be able to be seeing this again. Because that isn't going to be for like this. That was absolutely a conviction, could be for a round as for 8 out of 10. So that means 7 out of 10, and it was completely weird. The part 3 of this situation could be in the trap room, where that any kinds of cookies could be in the dungeon as well, and they completely staying dead as well. It was the part 3, the introducing the trap room. As of the description says, the trap room is where the unique cookies who are past mascots were sent here due to the accident. Due to the accident of the situation that easily make it an arrest. As it arrives here, he woke up and he's going to be escaping in the prison. And that means it wasn't going to be completely as well. The results could be for around as 3 clips or some sort of like this. And that means it's going to be 7 out of 10. That was nothing a little bit good as well. But let's move on to the next one, is the Cursed Town, the Eye Mind Control. And so something is absolutely alerted for some sort of like this. It was the part 4, but the unknown things isn't going to be sometimes as well. After Amber Sugar Cookie escaping the Dr. Wasabi Cookie, after escaping the trap room, Dr. Wasabi decided to make an eye control to mind control the past mascots to track down Amber Sugar Cookie and catch him. So like this as well. So it's gonna be for around here for nothing. This is going to be for trap room as well. So I don't really think that Oyster Cookie has just completely warned Dr. Wasabi Cookie, who was going to be here as well. As you can see that she said, I want the trap room, but no Amber Sugar Cookie was found to find a way to get the Amber Sugar back in the trap room ASAP. She asked. Okay, I got it. He commanded as well. Mind control eye is perfect. And then they're going to get after them as well. The past mascots were still trapped, and then they broke free as the mind of these blasting things are going to get all the way for these things as well. And so the chase is on. And that means it's gonna be for a 7 out of 10 as well. Another one is the Cursed Town Part 5, but unfortunately, this isn't going to be for some sort of like this. Unless they're getting away and outside of the city as well. After Amber escapes Sugar Glass Cookie, after Amber escapes from the trap room, Sugar Glass Cookie tell why Amber Sugar took along when they got distracted. Bell Pepper Cookie took Iron Bot for more testing. But they never believed this isn't going to be for some sort of a little bit for this as well. Meanwhile, I hope Amber Sugar is okay. Hope he isn't trapped. As he found his arrived, then, hey man, I'm back. I took long. Amber Sugar Cookie, are you okay? which means he was already fined. But then there was trouble. Ironbot was taken away forever and ever, but unfortunately to get a little bit as more work. So looks like it's gonna be for round as for 8 out of 10 for just a bit for as well. And that will be the end of the story, but I never be able to be telling this for the cursed town. So that was the entire cursed town for this thing as well, for some sort of like this. The description says that we're going to be doing this as well. I'll make a Littlewood movie studio soon, he asked. It might take a while though, but we'll make a public demo and I'll finish it, he said. The description says Little World is a game which I loved. It's like a town building game, but it's also addicting to play. That was a little bit for necessary as well, so let's get for some more and more of them as well. For some sort of cursed cookie town is going to be for some sort of like this. So nothing in the world could be actually like this, and it won't be necessary as well for some sort of like this. So making their way down, there's no description as well. There are 2 comments for about like we've seen this like anything as well. So there's no description around here, and the ratings could be for around 4 out of 10. That was a little bit awful. So the more spooky like these things as well that you could be able to be saying for here, and it says Candlelight Town, and could be another one is Cookiemon Lavender Town. Creepy side story about getting a doll for a dead child, and probably going to be giving this some sort of like this. She said, why did you want this doll? And nothing explains for this thing as well. And that child died 5 years ago, so she won't be able to be doing this again, but I'm never completely sure this is going to be for a 7 out of 10. The Candlelight Town theme. I wonder that we're going to be for without this thing as well, so but I'm not sure. It was not the town theme as well. That must be for Pokemon Lavender Town. I think this is actually, it's not the Cookiemon. That is going to be related to Pokemon reference. But that's it for some sort of a little bit of amount of these things as well. So we might be able to be getting around here for some sort of, we already reviewed for a round of these 3 comics. And then let's go and be up for just another 20 minutes of this video, and I wouldn't believe that I just won't be going to be for around here. So, and it says here the Good Morning Comic Town, and this isn't going to be for around here for some sort of like this. So this is actually nothing going to be in the morning. So I just not going to be find out where these guys are going to be going to do. So am I going to be right over here? So it's just the 3rd row in the page. So waking up in a comic town is absolutely going to be only one hit as well. She said, "Good morning, comic town. Nothing like breakfast. There sure isn't it. Brushing my hair, doing my toothbrush, or doing my brushing my teeth as well. Oh my god, that must be a little bit dripping as well." So she yells, "Morning, everyone," and everyone could be for a little bit excited and some kind of a furious. Nothing is was like a new day as well, and I preferred that was a 7 out of 10 as well. So that's why this isn't going to be for around here. In the Good Morning Comic Town as well. And let's see, it's too early for this. That was already late, man. Well, good morning, Comic Town. What happens today? But looks like not anybody as well to get for a walk is going to be for it like this one anything as well. So that's why it's absolutely also 7 out of 10. And we're going to be looking out for the Comic Town that we're going to be looking for. So, as we can see, another one is the Comic Town as well that we're going to be out of this video. So, there's no description that's absolutely founded here. As she woke up, I guess I'll wake up as well for some sort of, like she says, a nice view that she says, and probably that yells to good morning everyone. So looks like this is absolutely for the comic town for like this. And that was a little bit pretty good and excitement for round as well. So that means it's 8 out of 10. We're not done yet because we already finished this thing as well, because something isn't going to be for 7 out of 10. It was gonna be for some sort of a 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10 as well for some sort of in the previous one. So let's gonna be continuing with this, and that won't be necessary as well. So I won't believe that we're going to be next thing is this one, and the immigrant is gonna be going for around here for some sort of like these. So looks like that she says good morning everyone as well, because he said I have been re-enchanted by kicking a log, but I'm not sure that pure vanilla cookie wasn't gonna be up to as well. So this isn't going to be for a test studio as well, where chaos rebirth she yells, and that leads to for around 6 out of 10 as well. And let's get right here to another one. And in the morning of Comic Town, we shouldn't absolutely going to be for around here to be exploring around here for instantly. So let's go for around with these things as well. So let's go for a little bit more and more, at least. So that is gonna be actually into the description. Here's mine, and no, Chocoball cookie is not in berries and cream. Chocoball in this game, and I'm not gonna be to do. But the rest of the cookies are here. Here are the users of these wholesome town, like not Black Pearl. This of you really, yeah. Let's see, onion rabbit, honey, honey the pastry, etc. So, and probably could be for like this. In the morning of Cookie Town, he woke up, and it says, "Alright, morning, Mr. Topika the Dragon. Good morning, Karimi. You have made you some breakfast. And thanks, sweet cupcake," he said. But after the breakfast, and he says, Kara stroll around in the Cookie Comic Town studio. Of course, retrieving some tensions and feeling and breeze is always is a good start. As welcome to Cookie Town is gonna be completely as well for some sort of like this. And that could be for around as 8 out of 10. And okay, so I wake up, and after getting dressed like a breakfast, he falls down, crashed down into to do this as well. He went to the shop, and probably going to be for like do some kind of stuff, and he left, and getting back to bed after reversing my getup. And that was probably to do this as well. Starting Otokendo 17 Space Cookies Real, Random Clover, and Tuffle and Truffle Shopkeeper. And that was it for some sort of 6 out of 10. That was a little bit weird. Exploring Cookie Town as well, as they're using an air horn to blast him to wake it up as well. There's no description in comments as indeed as well. And as you can see, that he says, you know, the next time you sleep in wearing just going to the torrent and to the water with you. Good morning, you too. Good morning to you too. I mean, that was completely unnecessary as well. That will be 7 out of 10. And a little bit awful. In the Comic Town, The Awakening. So, even that she woke up and she says, man, that was the worst sleepover. Until she yells, but good morning, Comic Town. And it's time to make some comics. The objective is to make a character wake up and explore the Comic Town. And it's from by Yogurt Cream, shared on October 14, 2022. That was going to be for a 9 out of 10. And that will not going to be almost it for, by the way. So, that will be the end of this video for some sort of like these. for the onion cookie as well, for some sort of like this. And probably that should be for a 7 out of 10. The description says, cutely makes in a home in a rabbit hole. That was a little bit awful. Another one is a Comic Town, and he says, anyway, Cream Ball is my bestie Harold. Ooh, very, why you mad? They'll all make the Takis Fujo. Yep, he says. And that means it's going to be for around 6 out of 10, and the final one, it could be for around as the comic as well. So, nothing meanwhile for some sort of like this, and it could be for around for the burial as well. So, empty spaces could be for a little bit for one thing as well, in the mushroom, and the rose cookies layer or stage, rose cookie stage, and finally onion cookie is going to be sleeping around here for some sort of like this. And that marks the end of this video. And don't forget that the link is going to be in the description to browse some comics whenever you want. Thanks for watching, for all your support. And don't forget to find something that you're going to be searching for around for some sort of basics. And really, yes, that was not going to be that I'm just going to be talking about, right? And thanks for watching and for all your support. And I'm going to be signing off, and I'll talk to you many lads, comic studio users, and comic creator users, or comic studio users all later. Until next video. And probably that we might absolutely already talking about here for something that I just saying this.